So I can see Nairobi, Kenya, Accra, Malawi. Thank you so much for joining. Actually, can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can actually hear me. Just give me some feedback in the comments if you can hear me.
Okay, Claudia, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so Gloria, I'll hand over to you now.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Claudia. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today. I see we have amazing people from all over the world. I see people from Malawi, Zambia, from Ghana, from the UK. You're all very welcome. And I'm honored to be your facilitator for the day. And we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic, the topic of vision boards. And vision boards is one thing that's actually very popular lately. And for the fact that we've started a new year, everybody's in the new year, let's create a vision board, let's get something going with our lives at this phase of the year. But often we realize that by the end or by June, July, we don't really know where the vision boards lead to. And when Claudia and No Ordinary Life reached out to me to do this topic, I was so excited because I think it's very fundamental. It's something that we need to understand if we really want to have truly successful and fulfilling lives. Okay, so I'll just go straight into it, but let me just do a brief introduction. My name is Gloria. I'm an entrepreneur and I am a business and transformation coach as well. Claudia, please, you can share the screen now. My slides would do. In the meantime, if I could know, what is our opinion? What have you heard about vision boards, and what made you want to come to this workshop? If you can share with me in the chat, why exactly did you want to join this workshop? What have you heard about vision boards, and what are you looking to learn today? As we wait for the slides to come up. And I hope everybody can see and hear me clearly. If you can see and hear me clearly, just say we can hear you in the chats. We can hear you, Gloria. And if you can see me as well.
So Gloria, we can actually see you. Your video seems to be off. Your camera seems to be off, but we can hear you clearly.
Okay, I don't know why that is the case, because my camera is on from. Okay.
No worries about that. We'll fix it. I'll share the screen now.
Okay. Is it possible I could just briefly log out and log in again?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, let me do that quickly and see if that will correct it.
Okay. All right, so as you can see, we are live and we have technical issues. Gloria, I could see her just before everyone came in. So let's hope that this time around I can... Yes, your video is still not on.
It's still not on.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can see you now.
Okay, great. Okay. Amazing. Okay. So in the comments, for continual inspiration and motivation, I see a vision board list the things that you want to do over a period of time. Okay, amazing. So today we are going to go into the fundamentals of vision boards. And we've seen a lot of things, we've heard a lot of things. I know this topic is not new to anybody, we've heard something about it. And what we actually want to do today's topic is how to effectively work on your vision boards. So we actually want to create vision boards that actually work. We want to create vision boards that actually work. not something that we will put, something that we put up and hype ourselves up, and then at the end of the day, we look at it and we feel disappointed in ourselves for not being able to achieve it. So if that is what you want to achieve at the end of today, if you are good with the objective, then let me see a yes in the comments. Let me see a yes in the comments. I want today's session to be interactive. There will be a time for questions as well at the end if you need clarity on anything that I said during the session. Okay. Mwape said, I wanted to join because I'm tired of chasing goals that seem so far out of reach. I want to learn how to make them more achievable and realistic. Okay, 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 amazing, amazing. Okay, let's go straight into it. Can I have my presentation up, please? Okay, I see lots of yeses in the chat. It means that we are in the same spirit right now. We all have the same goal at the end of the day, and I'm excited to do this with you. We are just waiting for the presentation to come up shortly, but we are going to be learning how to create vision boards that actually work, that we can actually fulfill. Okay, so as the presentation still loads, I'll briefly begin with my story. So I am an engineer by training. I am a biomedical engineer by training, and I completed school some 4 to 5 years ago. And after school, I was looking forward to become a very promising engineer. And most of my lecturers told me I'll do amazing because I did amazing in school as well. But there was something quite missing. I heard about purpose and visions and success, and I didn't want to just go out of school and do something just because that was what I was trained to do. So I started on a journey of self-discovery. I really wanted to know what success really meant, what purpose really meant, and if it was possible for me to discover my purpose, if it was possible for me to really make an impact in the world. And 2 years down the line after completing school, I am glad to say that I finally did. I finally found something that lights me up, and I'm currently on that journey. And so my journey from engineering to purpose, currently what I am doing is I am an entrepreneur. I'm building an eyewear brand that empowers visionaries. And I also do transformation coaching and leadership and mentorship for business leaders as well. And today, what we are going to run through is actually something that I have lived and I have practiced. It's something that I live by, and it's something that I really, really, really believe in, and I have seen work for me. So today we are going to be talking about vision boards, but the essence of vision boards stem from a more major concept, that is vision. Okay, so let's look first at what vision means. There are two meanings of vision. We have vision, the ability to see, the ability to perceive, right? And then we have vision, that is an idea or the ability to create a mental image. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the second vision, not sight, not the ability to see with your eyes. Okay, we are talking about visions, that is an idea of the future, an aspiration that you have, or a mental image that you have in your mind. And basically, when we talk about visions, when we talk about mental images, we are talking about our imagination. So a vision is simply what you see in your imagination. Okay, an idea, a picture that you have in your imagination. That is what a vision is. So next slide, please. So these ideas that we have, we all have ideas in our minds. We all have thoughts that run through our minds all the time. And basically, what an idea is an idea is a collection of thoughts with a common theme. So you decide that maybe you want to cook, and all of a sudden you start having thoughts, or you start thinking, or you start speaking in your mind around that central theme or that central objective that you have, which is cooking. Okay, so then you start to think, what do I cook? Which food would I make? Do I want to fry, or do I want to bake, or do I want to? You have so many thoughts, and at the end of the day, these thoughts, you pick a collection of them, or our brain processes a pattern with a number of thoughts that come to our mind, and then it puts it together in one box as an idea. So you come up and you decide that, okay, I want to fry yam, or I want to fry potatoes, and that is an idea that you have. But basically, the idea is a collection of many thoughts that run through your head with a common theme, a central theme, which is to get something done. Okay. Now, I do not want this session to be all at all religious. I'm a Christian myself, but usually when I coach, I try to make it easy to understand from whatever perspective that you are coming from. If you're enjoying the session so far, if you just joined us, just say a hello or just wave in the comments so I know that you are here. And if you are here and you are following, just say following in the chat so that I know that we are following through with this. Now, I want us to build this understanding that if a vision is an idea or a mental image you have in your mind, and our ideas are a collection of thoughts, then thoughts are the basis of our vision. Then thoughts are the basis, they are the basic building blocks of a vision. Okay. And I want us to understand that we have two types of thoughts. We have so many things that run through our minds during the day, so many thoughts come to us, but we can categorize our thoughts into two. So the first segment of thoughts are what I call pure or true thoughts. So these thoughts, they come from within. Would say that they come from your subconscious mind. Okay, so you might be sitting, and then you might be excited about something, and then you just get a thought. Oh, I'd like to maybe eat now, or I'd like to take a walk, or you could just get those thoughts. They just come from within. Okay, and we then also have inferred thoughts. What I refer to inferred thoughts are these thoughts also come to us from within. We also think it through our minds, but then they are influenced. These thoughts are influenced by our personality, our environment, our experiences. So, say if you watch a movie, um, let's say the Mufasa, the Lion King movie that's out now, and you saw versions of it on TikTok and all of that, and then you are sitting somewhere, and then all of a sudden an idea comes to you, or a song comes to your mind, or you are thinking of a show to watch, and it comes to your mind, right? That is also a thought, but that thought came into your mind from an experience you had, because you have had a previous exposure to that information. I hope you're following and it makes sense. So you've had a previous information, or a previous piece of data, or a previous experience, or maybe it's your environment, something that you've heard your mom say, or you've watched happen in your family, or something that you've been taught in school, or you've heard from your colleagues. So we have thoughts that come out of in through inference. Okay, they are not your own thoughts. They don't come from just within you, but they are influenced by external factors, external things. And then we have true or pure thoughts that come from within. And these pure thoughts, usually we say they come from a place of your higher mind, or from a place of love. Okay, so if I sit here and then I just decide that, oh, I want to do something beautiful, something unique. Um, Maybe let me paint, or I want to express something. So I decide I want to do a painting. Okay, and that thing just came within, just from me. That idea just came to my mind from within. I hadn't watched anything about painting prior. I hadn't read anything about painting, or I didn't get any external. There's no external influence to that thought. That thought is what I refer to as a true or pure thought. But if that thought, you can trace it to something that you recently heard, then it is an inferred thought, or something that you heard in the past, or a memory or an experience that you had. That is an inferred thought. So please, can I have the next slide? So having established this, that we have two types of thoughts, let's now go into the concept of manifestation. We hear so much about manifestation, and when we talk about vision boarding so much comes from the manifestation space, where people like, I want to manifest my dream life, I want to manifest something good for myself, I want to manifest success, I want to manifest this. And we hear so many things about manifestation. We hear so many ideologies, so many techniques, so many theories about manifestation. Today we are going to simplify all of that. Because what manifestation is the tangible embodiment of something that is abstract. So if I say something has been made manifest, it just means that I can say that, oh, I have built a house. If I had the house on paper or the house in my mind, and then I've been able to create a picture of it, or create a building that everybody can see, then that is a manifestation. I've made that house manifest. If I have a light which is off, and I turn on the light, I can say I have made the light manifest. Okay, so the word manifestation is the appearance of something. It is a tangible embodiment. It is just about bringing ideas to life. That is what manifestation is. I want us to let go of all the brouhaha we have heard about manifestation, all the different schools of thought we have heard about manifestation, and just take the word for what it is, as an English word. Okay, so manifestation is pretty much bringing ideas to life. Now, how does this relate to our vision? Next slide, please. We said that our vision is an idea or a mental image that we have. And we've also said now that these images, these ideas that we have, are aggregations of thought, or they are collections of thoughts that come whether from within us, from our pure thoughts, or that are influenced by things that we have seen in our environment or external factors. And we are also saying that when we make these ideas manifest, when we bring them to life, that is what we term as manifestation. Okay, now, why do we need to do all of this? Please go back to the previous slide. Why do we need to do all of this? Why do we want to bring anything to life? Why do we want to manifest something? What is the purpose? So when we talk about the word purpose, when people say, I have found my purpose, I have discovered my purpose, I have found my purpose in life, what they are basically saying is that I have found a reason to live, a reason that is worth living, a reason that is fulfilling enough to live. It means that they are not just doing life because, oh, I was born, so I'm here. So I have to go to school, I have to go to work, and I have to do what people do, right? But this time around, they are doing it with a deeper sense of meaning. Remember, we said that um, ideas are thought forms, but with a common theme, right? So that common theme, that pattern that runs through it is the meaning that you give. Okay, so if I say I want to cook, I want to cook. Why do I want to cook? Maybe because I am hungry and I want to satisfy my hunger. So the satisfying my hunger is the reason, is the purpose for which I'm even thinking about frying the yam in the first place, or I'm even thinking about um, baking, or I'm making all these thoughts, or I'm creating all these ideas in the first place. That is my why. That is my purpose. That is my reason. That is my intention. Right. So now, when we talk about purpose, we are talking about relevance. Why do you want to be something? Why do you want to be here? What is your reason for being here on this earth? You are here, yes, you are here already, you are born. You already found yourself here. But do you have a why? Do you have is there a relevance to your being here? And sometimes we think that life has to have a meaning, but the truth is that you have to find a meaning to life. You have to find something that makes something that gives life a relevance to you, a reason why you want to be here, a reason why you want to have this whole experience. And that is what we term as purpose. Okay, I hope I'm making this very simple and very clear. My intention today is to clarify all these things that we hear that make it impossible, or that make it difficult and abstract for us to really create that vision board that we actually want, or that the vision board that can actually work for us. Okay, so if you understand what I'm saying so far, please type a yes, or type clear in the comments. I want to be sure that so far we have followed through. You understand what a vision is, you understand what the concept of manifestation is, and you understand what purpose is. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now we've spoken about all of this: your vision, your purpose, manifestation, bringing ideas to life. Why? Why is all of this relevant? Why do we want to do something? Why do we want to bring ideas? It's because we are seeking a transformation. We say that necessity is the mother of invention. We say necessity is the mother of invention. So there's a need, there's a transformation that we seek. We want to improve our lives. We want to improve the lives of our family. We want to improve the lives of our friends. We want to change the world. We want to make an impact. And basically, impact is just the end result, or what we achieve, right, from doing all that we are doing. The ideas that we have, the tasks that we do, everything. At the end of the day, what is the end result? What is the gain? What is the gain? What are we looking to gain? That is what we mean by impact. Okay, so, and when we think about impact, I want us to think in two regards. Because usually when we talk about vision boards, I see people make the mistake of thinking about them, only myself, what I want to achieve this year. I want more money. I want a big car. I want a big house. I want a big this and that. Remember that we said that pure thoughts stem from our higher self, and our higher self is the part of ourself that loves. Okay, so you are not here alone. You are not an island in the world. So whatever that you do, there's going to be an impact on you, but there's also going to be an impact on others. And this impact can be positive or negative. Okay, this impact can be positive or negative. So you can take an action that can positively impact you, or that can make a positive change in your life, and then that same action may be making a negative change in another person's life. Or an action can make a negative change in your life and make a positive change in another person's life. Or it could make a positive change in both your lives. But let us understand that whatever that we do, whatever ideas we have, whatever thoughts, whatever things that we want to manifest, it has an impact. It has a gain. It can be a negative gain or a positive gain, but it doesn't only have an impact in us, it automatically has an impact on others too, others around us. It could be our family, it could be our friends, it could be the world at large. Okay, I see a lot of clears in the comments. I see a lot of clears in the comments, and I'm so glad that we are following. So basically, your vision must have an impact for yourselves and others. Rightly said. It's not only about you. I want us to really understand the fundamentals of vision boarding and its relevance. We are not only putting together pictures on a piece of paper, but we are talking about a vision, an idea, a mental image that we want to bring to life. And in order for us to bring that to life, or in order for us to manifest that, we need two things. We need a purpose, a reason, a why. Why? The relevance of what we want to do. What is the end goal? What is the end game? And then the impact. How is this going to benefit me? And how is it also going to benefit others around me? Okay, so having established this, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so in conclusion to the foundations, I would say that a fulfilling vision comes from God. Now, I don't want to come from a religious perspective because I don't know where we are all coming from. I don't know our religious backgrounds. I don't know if we are all religious here. But I am a Christian, and I'm not going to take this from a Christian perspective. I'm not saying this because I'm Christian. If you remember, I said that we had two types of thoughts. We have pure thoughts and we have infer thoughts. And our pure thoughts come from within ourselves, come from our higher mind, our higher selves. You don't know where your thoughts come from. They just come to you, right? And I'm trying to explain that. They come to you from two places. They either come to you from your higher self, from within you, or they come to you because of something you have seen as a result of a data or information that you have been exposed to, right? So if we are saying that pure thoughts come from ourselves, our higher selves, we probably all know, or we probably all agree that there is a creator, whether you believe that creator is God or whatever you call, or source or love or whatever name you call that creator. We believe that there's a greater thing working through us all. Okay, so in order for your vision to be fulfilling, right, it should not come from infer thoughts. Why? Because infer thoughts may not always be true. So if someone comes to me and someone tells me that I have to build a house in order to be successful, it could or could not be true. And I can pick that thought and I can decide to build a vision for myself that I want to build a house because building a house will make me successful. It could or could not be true. Right. So infer thoughts could also be lies. You could have someone tell you something from their own experience, from their own maybe bitter experience. That is not necessarily the truth. It is just their experience. And so if you take that and you create a vision from that, you are not going to be fulfilled. Or if you say that, okay, I want to make so much money, and you're not thinking about the impact it is going to have on yourself or others, that is also a vision. That is an idea you want to bring into manifestation. And you can bring it to manifestation anyways, but is it going to be fulfilling? At the end of the day, are you going to sit down and look at all you have done and say, I really, really love the life I am living. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really satisfied in myself about what I am doing. So basically, we can do all things. We can manifest all ideas. We can have all sorts of vision. But I want us to understand that if we are really looking for success that brings fulfillment, it can only come from God. And by coming from God, I mean it can only come from our pure thoughts that stem from our true self, not the inferred things, not the inferences we hear around us. Because that could not be true. Is that okay? If you are loving this, please type in the comments, I'm loving this, as we move on. Please let's move on to the next slide. So, pure thoughts. A fulfilling vision comes from pure thoughts for ourselves and for others. You cannot only want to be excited and happy, and everybody around you is not excited and happy. It's possible you may want that, but at the end of the day, let us think about the impact. Would it not be better if you are happy and everybody else around you is happy? Would it not be better if you are better off and everybody else around you is better off? These seem to be very simple things, but that's the beauty of it. Sometimes it is the simple things that we overlook that really make all the difference. The simple things that we overlook, they make all the difference. Okay, so now let's look at this. Brenda says, I'm loving this. Christine says, I'm loving this. I'm amazing, amazing. I'm so glad that you're loving this. I'm so glad that you're loving this. And I'm glad that you're following. So let's look at the summary of all that we've said. Now, we are saying that we want to build vision boards that actually work. But before we build a vision board, we need to have a vision in the first place. And we are saying that a vision is an idea or a mental image. Now, we understand that it is this idea or this mental image is either of ourselves or of our world, right? It's either of ourselves, an image or an idea we have about ourselves or about our world. That is others, okay? So now the question I would like to ask, who do you see yourself to be? That is your vision. What image do you have about yourself? Or what image do you have about the world that you live in? When you think about the world in your mind, what comes to mind? Is there anything that comes to mind that you would love? You would love for it to happen. So if you look at yourself and you say that I see myself to be a nurse in the next 3 years, or I see myself to be a nurse in the next 2 years. That is a vision. That is an idea. That is a mental image you have of yourself. But then it should go beyond you. If you are a nurse, what impact is that going to make in your life and in the lives of others? So what it means that if I am a nurse, then a lot of people are going to have better health. I'm going to help provide better health care to a lot of people. So I see myself as a nurse and I see a healthier world. Right. Now that you have established the image you have of yourself and of your world, the next question is it the truth? Is this the truth? Is this coming from a place of love? Is this coming from a place of love? Or it is coming from a place of I want to have, I want to get? Is it coming from a place of love, or it's coming from a place of I want to get? Is it a selfish dream? That's basically what I'm asking. Is it the truth about yourself? If it is the truth, what it means is that it is going to have a positive impact on you as yourself, and it's also going to have a positive impact on the world. Remember, we spoke about purpose, relevance, and impact transformation. So the image you are creating, the mental image you want to bring, that idea you want to bring to life, that idea you want to manifest, Is it going to help everybody? If it is only helping you, what it means is that the vision is not big enough. It's narrowed. You're thinking only about yourself, which is also fine. But if you can manifest anything, why would you want to manifest things for only yourself? How about others? If you can manifest anything, and we can, if you can bring anything in the world, if you can cook up any idea in the world, why would you limit it to only yourself? Okay. And also you think about it, is it pure or is it inferred? Do you want to be this? Do you want to be a nurse because that is what somebody told you that you need to be successful? Is it inferred, or it's really coming from you? Or you sat and you thought about it, and you thought about impact, and you thought about relevance, and you said, I really, really want to help people in healthcare, and so I want to be a nurse. Did they come from you, or did it come from an external source? Okay, so we are looking at our visions. We are looking at our visions, and at this point, I I hope that we are thinking about the visions that we have, the things we have put. If we have done vision boards before, we are thinking about the things, the ideas, the resolutions we made this year. We are looking at the reasons why we made them. Is it the truth? The things you said about yourself, the things you saw yourself you wanted to achieve. Is it the truth? Or is it because someone said that is what it should be? Or is it because you read somewhere that that is what should be? Okay? Is it coming from a place of love? Is it going to benefit everybody if you become that? Okay, let's move to the next slide. We are doing some self-reflection here now. Okay. The slides are a bit jumbled up, but I'm going to break it down so we understand. Okay. Now, I told you that I'm coming from a Christian background, so I cannot do this without quoting a scripture from the Bible. In Matthew chapter 5, verses 14, it says that you are the light of the world. It's one of the verses in the Bible that I really, really love. It says that you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Who builds a house and keeps it undercover? I mean, no. Okay, so who lights a lamp and covers it up only to cover it up? No. So when I say that you are light, I want to I'm bringing us to truth. Remember, I said that we have pure thoughts, which are also called true thoughts, and we have inferred thoughts, right? And this is one thing that holds true. As an engineer, I really love science. I really love to have facts to back things that I'm saying. But if you know anything about quantum physics, you know that all atoms in their core is energy. Okay? Every atom in the core is energy. I don't want to go too much into the sciences, but anything that I say scripturally, I also like to back it with science. I don't want to be the religious one here. So if you're not religious, you can still follow through with me. Okay? So if science agrees that all atoms in their background or in their basis are energy, and energy is light, or energy, or light is energy, or energy is light, okay? And if the Bible says that you are the light of the world, the city set on a hill cannot be hidden, then that is the truth, because both science and religion back it up. Okay, so now where am I coming from? Why am I saying all of this? I am talking about what lights you up. Somebody asked in the comments, somebody asked, how do I find my purpose? I saw that question. How do I find my purpose? We are coming into that. So what lights you up? At the end of the day, we all want to be happy. That is what we are all chasing. The reason why we want money, we want a better career, we want We want to have a more fulfilling life. We want a bigger house. We want a better job. All is because we think that that is going to bring us happiness and fulfillment. That is the only reason why we are chasing all that we are chasing. Right. And happiness is about what lights us up. What makes you excited from within? What brings you that joy, that hope, that love? Right. So if something is true, if something is really your essence and you are light, it should light you up. Right. Because if you are light and something comes through you which is true to you, that thing should also be light. Right? That thing should make you brighten up. It should make you be your best self, your happiest version. And your happiest version is your truest version. Okay? So we are not talking about temporary happiness. We're talking about love here. We're talking about joy here. We're talking about peace here. Okay? We're talking about these virtues that we all want to experience in our lives. So, what lights you up, and what light or what can you give to light up your world? This is the essence of a vision and of a purpose and of manifestation. This is the core of it. This is the understanding with which you can create a vision board that actually works. If you do anything else, if you create a vision board from a place of inferred thoughts, from because somebody said so, because you saw somebody did it and you want to do it too, and you don't have a reason, you don't have a purpose, and that thing is not for, and you don't have any impact in mind, any intention in mind, at the end of the day, you wouldn't have the motivation or the inspiration to carry it through because it didn't come from you. It's not original to you. So you would not have the motivation, you would not have the energy to follow through. But if it comes from you and if it lights you up, it gives the energy comes from within. You are already excited. That excitement is the energy that is going to inspire you, is going to motivate you to carry through with that idea or with that vision. That is why it is important to know the source of the vision that you are creating, okay? And in knowing the source, we are talking about impact and we are talking about purpose, okay? Okay, next slide. We've come far, we've come far. Are we still following? Please let me know in the comments what one key thing that you really, really love so far about this, or one key thing that you are taking away so far from all that we've said. One key thing, one key thing. It could be a sentence, it could be a phrase. One key thing. Okay, now, how do I discover my purpose? That's the number one question that I'm often asked when I talk about transformation, when I talk about impact and purpose. How do I find my purpose? The first thing, your purpose is your why. Your purpose is your why. So if your purpose is your why, it's about relevance. So we are saying that these are four ways that you can find your relevance in the world. You can find your place where you fit in, where you can actually contribute in your world. Okay, so number one is your experiences. The experiences you have. Have you had any negative or positive experiences that challenge you to make a difference? Maybe you've gone through a tight situation and you were able to come out of it, and you see that other people are going through the same thing. Can you help them? Can you be relevant? Can you help them also get out of that situation? That is number one, your experiences, right? If we decide that we want to cook a meal that nobody has ever cooked before, or maybe we are in Ghana, or say Claudia comes to Ghana and then I tell her that I have a meal, wache, that we eat in Ghana, and Claudia does not know how to prepare it. I have the experience. So at that point, I can be relevant. I can bring my experience to the table and say, okay, I know how to prepare this wache. Let me help you. And at that point, that will be purpose for me. Okay, that will be relevance for me. Now we have challenges and opportunities. Are you facing a challenge? Is there something that seems impossible for you to do? You want to do something, but there seems to be a roadblock. Is there a way you can solve that problem? You can solve that obstacle? Or is there an opportunity? Someone has asked you to create something. Someone has asked you to help them build something. Someone has asked you for a solution. Okay, that is an opportunity that you can take, and that through that you can be relevant, through that you can make an impact in the world. Okay, or do you have resources? Do you have resources? Do you have a particular knowledge that people need and do not have? If you're a doctor and you know how to take care of babies, can you help mothers? Can you give that knowledge to mothers so that they can take care of their children well, so they do not fall sick? Okay, or do you have financial resources? Do you have more? Do you have a lot of money that you can help people with? You can give maybe either as a charity, or you can give to people to start businesses as a loan, or do you have people around you? Do you have people who are in places, that people who can call the shots, or people who know how to do things? Your network. Can you leverage your network? Can you bring your network together and do something relevant, and do something that will cause a positive change, a positive transformation that will light people up? Okay. And then we also have interest, talents, and skills. So are you interested in, do you take a keen interest in something? There's something that just lights you up. You don't know why, but anytime you see that thing, you are so excited. That is something you are interested in. Or is it a talent, a natural talent? You know how to draw. Naturally, you are drawn to paintings. Naturally, you like to sing. Naturally, you are good at making crafts, right? Or is it a skill that you can learn? Okay, you can learn how to probably maybe sew, or you can learn how to um, paint, or you can learn how to, whatever skill. It might not be a natural talent, and even if it's a natural talent, you can develop it even more, right? So these are the four pillars of purpose. So if you're thinking about how can I find my purpose, how can I find my purpose, you should be thinking in this light. You should be thinking about experiences. How can my experiences make me relevant? How can I leverage on my experiences to be relevant in my world? How can I tackle my challenges, or how can I utilize opportunities that I have, right, to help myself and others? How can I use my resources? What resources do I have? That is number three. And then what interest or what talents or what skills do I have? Okay, so these are four pillars of purpose. If you are thinking about how to find your purpose, you should be thinking through these four things. Okay, I see Mumba say, helping my juniors in university with academics. That is perfect. That is perfect for where you are. If you notice that people are struggling and you have the knowledge, that is a resource you can use to be relevant. And once it lights you up, once when you do it, you are given, and people are being transformed, people are being helped by it, and people are also being lightened up by it. That is it. That is it. It starts from there. You don't have to think so much outside the box. Just start from where you are. And if you keep doing this, as from every level, as you move from an environment to an environment, that is it. Okay, so let's move on to the next. The vision should have an impact for yourself and others. Powerful, Gloria. Amazing. Okay, now we have done so much. We have done the basics of this. Now we come to vision boards. What we did was the foundations. I did not want us to create vision boards without a purpose. I did not want us to put pictures together that we would not have the motivation to see through. Okay? So, your vision board is a blueprint of your vision. Remember that the vision is a mental image. It is something you are seeing in your mind's eye. It's a mental image of your world, of yourself and your world, right? So the blueprint is you are taking this image from your mind and you are putting it on paper. That is what a vision board is. That thing, that person that you are, that truth about yourself that you have discovered, that higher version of yourself that helps yourself and helps others, you are taking her or him from your mind and you are putting them on paper. Okay, so a vision board is not a set of goals. I want us to understand this. Then a vision is different from a goal. A goal is a defined something you want to achieve, a defined target. That's why we say SMART goals, right? Your goals should be specific, it should be measurable, it should be relevant, it should be time, all of that. That is a goal. Your vision does not have to be smart. Your vision should be as big as you can dream. That's the truth of it. Because you are creating it in your mind. So if you had all the resources in the world, I want us to pay attention to this. If you had all the resources in the world, if you had all the money in the world, if you had everything, if your life was perfect, okay, who would you be and what would you contribute to impact the world positively? That should be your vision. Because your vision is a picture of your future self. Your vision is a picture of your future self, is a picture of the best version of yourself. That is what your vision is. It is not a goal. Okay? So it is a pictorial representation of your best self. It is who you truly are at the core. Remember, we talked about what lights you up? Right. So what lights you up? Who you are light. So if you are light, if you are shining at your best, who would you be? And that image of yourself and what that person will do to the world, that impact the person will make in the world, is what your vision should be about. Your vision is not a goal. Okay? So vision boarding is a process of it's a blueprint. Your vision board is a blueprint of who you are becoming. That is your future self. So it is a journey. It is you see that person in your mind, you know that person in your mind, but you put that person on paper and then you are becoming that person. Okay? So it is not a wish list. I've also seen people do vision boards that are like wish lists. You have a car there, you have money there, you have your dream house there. It's not a shopping list. It's not a Christmas wish list. That's not what a vision board is. Okay, next slide. So if you have all those things on your vision board, we are going to go into it. If it's really supposed to be there, we will know. If you have to take it off, it is not a shopping list, please. Okay, now, this is what a vision board is. A vision board is for personal growth. It is for your growth. Okay? It is for you to grow in purpose and in relevance and in impact. That is what a vision is. Remember, we said that manifestation is bringing an idea to life. So if you are bringing your vision to life, it is a process, right? It is a growth process. It is who you are becoming. It is you becoming your best version ever. It is you becoming the light that you actually are. Right. So, vision board is for personal growth. It is also a mirror for self reflection. I will give a very practical example using my personal journey at the end of this, and we will get all of this. So, when I started out and I thought about who I was, right? I was an engineering student and I I was going to become a biomedical engineer. I really sat down and I assessed myself. I looked at the four pillars of purpose. I looked at my experiences. I looked at my skills, my talents. I looked at the opportunities I had, the challenges I had, the resources I had. And I realized I did not want to be an engineer. I did not want to be an engineer. I don't know why I did that after school. I should have probably done that before. I would have been far ahead. But I realized that. And that doesn't mean that engineering is not somebody's vision. We all know Elon Musk, right? He's doing amazing things. He's building Tesla, he's building Tesla and all its products. That is engineering, but he is fulfilling his vision. He has a big vision. He's changing the world with that, right? Because of his pillars. That is who he is. He's an analytical person. He has the courage for it. It is that is what lights him up. And he's an engineer, right? So I'm not saying that you should be one thing or the other. It is not about profession. Okay, just for me, I like to talk. That is me. Since my childhood, I talk a lot. I like to teach. I'd always stand up in class to ask questions. When the teacher is not around, I'm always the one explaining things to my classmates. That is how I have been since birth. I like to talk. And I realized that talking really wasn't a thing for engineers. Okay, engineers don't talk. And I wouldn't really be happy if I'm doing something and I'm not talking all the time. So I knew that my purpose would have to make use of this gift of talking, of communication that lights me up, right? So that's one example. And so now I am a coach. Now I am a business and transformation coach. That is my purpose, right? And I know that is my purpose because it makes me relevant. It lights me up. It brings up out all my gifts. So the vision board that I have is a mirror for self-reflection. So I can go to this vision board and look in the vision board and see my future self and look at myself now and ask myself, am I really doing this right? If I keep doing what I'm doing, am I going to end up being this person? Right. So your vision board is a mirror for self-reflection. It's a mirror that you can go to from time to time and look at to see your higher self, to see your future self, to see your best version of yourself. And if there's anything that you are not doing, or there's anything that looks like it's missing, it looks like you're not on the right path, you can correct yourself. Okay? It is also a roadmap. If we are going to, we are on a plane and we are going to the UK. I'm going to visit Claudia in the UK. Right. The pilot has a roadmap. He has destinations that he's going to pass through from Ghana to the UK. Maybe there might be stopovers, maybe there might not be stopovers, depending on how the flight route is. Right. So you are here now, right now, in your present situation, your present circumstance, and you have your best self. That is the vision you have in your mind. That is what you want to manifest. That is what you want to give yourself, that gift of becoming your best version, of becoming your happiest version. Okay? The vision board is a roadmap. It is something that will give you direction and guidance so that you make sure that at every point in time you are getting to your destination, which is your best self. Your vision board inspires you to take aligned action. So on my vision board, as a transformation coach, on my vision board, I have pictures of me writing books because that is what I would do. That's what my higher self does. She writes books, she speaks at events, she has talks, she does workshops. So when Claudia came to me, when No Ordinary Life came to me and said, oh, I want you to facilitate this, I immediately said yes. Because when I look at my vision board, this is who I am. This is what my best self does. My best self teaches, and it aligns. So I said yes to this. If somebody else comes to me and tells me to do something that does not light me up, that my best self will not do, when I look at my vision board, I should know if I can take that or not take that. So it helps you to take aligned action. It helps you to know what to say yes to and what to say no to. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? If you are getting what I'm saying, say I am getting it. If you're getting what I'm saying, say I'm getting it. If this is helpful, say it's helpful. I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Okay? So basically, vision boarding is a manifestation technique. That is why we see vision boarding in the manifestation space a lot. And I've explained that what manifestation is bringing a vision to life or bringing an idea to life. That is all what manifestation is. Okay? So vision board is a technique. It's a technique that helps you to what? Enhance your focus and your expectation. So you know that you have a future self, you know that you have a vision and a mental image. You put that image on paper so you can what? Focus on that image. From time to time, you can look at it. You know what you are expecting in your life, and you know what you are not expecting. So you know what to say yes to, you know what to say no to, you know what to make when decisions come your way, you are not confused because you know what you really want. You know what that higher version of yourself is. You know what that best version of yourself is. You know what your end goal is, right? So it just helps, your vision board just helps you stay focused in your expectation. Right, next slide please. So we've looked at visions, we've looked at vision board, what the importance of vision board is, what vision board is and what it is not. Now, I want to throw caution to the wind, okay? I see people create visions for 1 year. Okay, we have a few minutes left and I'm going to do this very quickly. I see people create visions for 1 year. Oh, 2025, this is my vision board for 2025. This is my vision board for 2026. No, please, no. No. That is a goal board. That is a goal board. The gestation period for a good vision board should span at least 5 to 10 years. Remember, I said that a vision is not a goal. It doesn't have to be smart. It is a fantasy. It is you dreaming big. Dream the biggest you can dream, right? It doesn't have to be achievable right now. It doesn't have to look possible right now. It is the best version of yourself. If you had everything in the world, all the resources in the world, what would you achieve? What would you want to do? That is your vision. So you should make room at least 5 to 10 years to achieve that. When I put on my vision board that I wanted to be a transformation coach before I began this journey, that was about 4 years ago. I had no way. I had no idea what coaching was. At that time, I had just started a business. I was a very small business owner working alone, making a very meager income. But I dreamt big. I dreamt big. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to have a business and have employees and make an impact and create jobs, right? And I knew I wanted to teach. At that time, I had never been called to teach anybody before, but I knew that that is what would light me up. If I had everything in the world, that is what I would do. Okay. And right now, like 4 years down the line, I'm still working on that vision. I'm still working on that vision. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be working on this vision as well for the next 6 or 7 years. Okay. So your vision board should have time, at least 5 to 10 years. So you should be dreaming 5 to 10 years time. We are not talking about 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Okay. And this vision that you have is going to influence your annual goals, your periodic plans, and your daily tasks. So I know that my vision is to become a manufacturer of efficient energy cars. I don't like pollution. I don't like the idea of pollution. It really irritates me. I see what the damage it is doing to the world, and um, I want to create cars that do not pollute the environment. That is a vision. Okay, that is a good vision. But right now, say I am in the university in my final year, right? So knowing that this is what I want to do, once I step out of school, that vision is going to inform me what I should do the first year. Maybe I should go and work in a car manufacturing shop. I should go and work in a car manufacturing company so I can learn from there how the systems are run, right? On a daily basis, what I would do. Maybe I have to inspect, or maybe I have to do my own research and I have to learn and I have to take my notes and I have to be designing cars. Maybe I have to learn how to draw, to sketch, or maybe I have to go to business school to learn business administration because I'll be managing a car factory, or I have to go into sustainable energy. I have to do that. All of those things that you would do, all the steps, right? Remember, we said a vision board is a roadmap. All the steps, the goals you will have, the plans, and the tasks will come out of the vision. Okay? So what you will do from year to year will come out of the vision. I hope we are really understanding this, and I hope this is really giving us clarity. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. We are almost done with the presentation. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, now let us create a vision board. Let us create a vision board. Okay, so in creating a vision board, we have what we call the wheel of life. Your life is not only one way, okay? We have relationships, we have career, we have finances, we have health, we have spiritual growth, we have our relation to the environment. And in creating your vision board, the question you should be asking yourself is, what would your best self experience in this aspect of your life? What would be your best experience in these aspects of your life? In your relationships, what would your relationship with your mom be like, your dad be like, your spouse be like, your partner be like, your children be like? What would your relationship be like with these people? If you were in your best self, if you were your happiest self, if you were your, what would that be like? In your career, what would it be like? What would you be doing? In your finances, what would it look like? Right? So we are looking at this aspect, and you're going to think about what would your best self experience. Okay, that is what we are going to use to create our vision board. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, and then what tools can we use? Now that we have thought about this, what will my best self need? What will my best self practice? Okay, what will my best self experience? We are going to go to the internet, maybe Google or Pinterest, right? And we are going to look for images that look like what we would experience, of people experiencing what we want to experience. Okay, so um, when I wanted to become an entrepreneur and a coach, and I was creating my vision board, I knew that if I am a successful entrepreneur, um, I wanted to be in the eyewear space because it has to do with visions and sights, right? I'm empowering visionaries. So I knew that I'll definitely have an optical store, right? So I went and then I looked for one of the best and nicest optical stores, and then I put them on my vision board, right? I went and I knew I'll be talking on stages. I knew I'll be doing workshops. So I went to look for images with people talking on YouTube, people talking on stages, and I cut that and I put on my vision board. Because what? That is what my best self is going to be doing on a daily basis. That is the life my best self would live. At that time, it was not my reality, but that is what my best self would have done. Okay, and then what tools can you use to do your vision board? You can take these pictures and go to the Canva app and then maybe search in the templates vision board and put these pictures there all together and write my vision board. Or you can take the images, print them out, cut them, and then buy a note, a board, okay, and then use pins and pin them to the board and hang them in your room somewhere. So basically, you are going to look for images which look like your best self. Images of people doing, experiencing things that you would experience at your best self. Okay, next slide. Next slide. I want to now give us some practical examples of vision boards done rightly and wrongly. Okay, I think there should be a slide. Can we please check the slide before or after? There's a slide with pictures. There's a slide with pictures. Oh no. Okay. I don't know how that slide left here, but I had a picture of my vision board, my first vision board that I did, and I did that vision board. I created that vision board about 4 years ago, and that's a vision board I'm still using. And I had by the side a vision board I took on the internet. I wanted to show us what's some wrong things and right things to do about your vision board, right? I said that your vision board is not a wish list. So it is not about putting up a house, putting up a car, putting up money, images of money, putting up images of flowers. No, that's not what a vision board is. It's not you just putting I want a good job on the vision board, I want a good job, I want a new career. It is not a wish list. Okay, your vision board is a roadmap. It is a mirror of who your best self is. I'm so sorry it's not here. I don't know how that went out of the slides when I was compiling them, but I'll give an example. So if you want to be a nurse, okay, your vision board, or if you want to impact people through health, right? Your vision board should have pictures of people going on, or a next going on an outreach program somewhere. Your vision board should have maybe you having a certificate, or you receiving a Nobel Prize or an award for in healthcare, an award in health, popular award in healthcare somewhere, right? We are talking about the impact that you are going to be making. If you make those impacts, what are the things you are going to experience? That is it. Okay. So for my vision board, I have a picture of someone um, signing books, right? Because as a coach, I'm also an author, right? And I'm currently working on those books. I'm currently working on my ebooks. I'm also currently working on courses and things like that, right? So I have that picture there because that is what I know my best self would do. I have a picture of me exercising because my best self is a very healthy person, right? Remember, we talked about the wheel of life. So my best self is a very healthy person. So I have a picture of a woman at the gym, right? So there are no fancy things. It's not about the house. And remember, when we talk about, usually we want the money. If you are making impact, the money will come. If you are giving people value, the money will come. You can't be a nurse, an award-winning nurse, a nurse that is helping people all over the world and be starving. It's not possible. You can only give from a full cup. Okay, so what it means is that you have to work on yourself, and if you are good at what you do, the revenue will come, that money will come, that house you want. It is just the experience of luxury that you want. All of those things will come. Okay, so your vision board is about who you want to be. It's not about what you want to get. It is about who you want to be. Okay, so that is your vision, the image of the person you want to be. And you can be anything. You can be anything. So I want us to do a bit of a self-reflection. We'll take questions now, but I want us to do a bit of a short 1 minute self-reflection now. If you are here with me, let's just close our eyes. I want us to go and imagine, right? A vision is a mental image. So let's create a mental image. Okay, so just close your eyes and imagine you are sitting somewhere nice, maybe under a beautiful tree, and you have achieved all that you really want to achieve in life. You have the money, you can buy whatever you want to buy. You are well known for an impact, for something that you have done in the world. The world praises you for something that you have done, a contribution that you have made, and you are feeling so happy and so fulfilled and so relevant in life. I just want you to imagine yourself in that stage right now. This is who you are. You are living your best life. You are making an impact in the lives of people around you. People around you are smiling, are happy because of you, because of the things that you have been able to do, the impact, the love you have been able to share. Now I want you to open your eyes. I want you to open your eyes and tell me, What is that thing in your imagination? When I said people praise you for something that you have done, what is that one thing that came to your mind? That thing, that what came to your mind that you know people would can praise you for, that you know that you can make an impact with. That is what should be on your vision board. Okay? And right now, after creating that vision board, having that picture, the question will be, what can I do each day to align myself with this vision? Okay? So if it's a course you need to take, if it's a knowledge gap you have to take a course. If it is a network, a group of people that you need around you to make that possible, it means you need to start making that network now. If it is a financial gain, it means that maybe you have to start saving towards it. If you require money to have it done, it means you have to start saving towards it. And these things that you have to be doing that I'm saying now are your goals. Those do not have to be on your vision board, right? You take a journal and you write them down. Write down the things you need to do from now, where you are right now, to close that gap between who you are now and who that best version of yourself is. Those are your goals. And then you work towards them. You give yourself a timeline, and every day you do something that would help you to tick off those goals. And then there's no pressure. You would enjoy the life that you're living because you know that you are working towards something, and that thing is something that lights you up. You will not run out of motivation. Trust me, you will not. You will not run out of motivation. There are some days that you might feel very overwhelmed. There are some days that you might feel very tired. But anytime you think about that vision and it lights you up, you will get up and work towards the goal again. Okay, so this brings me to the end of my presentation. We will take questions now and comments. Please let me know what you have learned so far in the comments. I see Christine asks, can the vision board contain all 7 in the wheel of life, or you concentrate on 4 for 5 to 10 years and the other 4 others? No, your vision board can contain all 7. Yes, it can contain all 7. I really, really wish I could project what my vision board looks like. Claudia, is there a way I can quickly send that to you right now so that we just show on the screen? It's a
Yes.
picture. Okay, because
Yeah.
I really want us to have a look at that.
Okay.
Okay. Let me open that.
I think Gloria's internet has left. It's gone somehow. But yes, thank you all so much for joining. I know that it's very late in some parts of the world. I hope you've been learning so much from this session. Hopefully she'll be joining us soon. But yeah, it's been a great session. I'm learning a lot. Please continue to put your questions in the chat, and we will also
Claudia, I have shared
address
with
them. Okay.
you.
Yes. So there's another question here that I'll put back to you now.
Okay, there's a question. Brenda says, Gloria, do you mean to say that we should not have a vision board for the year? Or can we have a vision board for 5 to 10 years and one for the particular year? Yeah, so Brenda, what I'm saying is that your vision board is not something you would achieve in a year. It's not something you should be able to achieve in a year. Because a vision should last 5 to 10 years. Remember, it is a growth plan. Okay, and if you can achieve it within a year, it means you're not thinking big enough. Okay, so your vision board should be something that you would achieve in the next, say, 5 to 10 years. For some visions, it might even take you 20 years to achieve. Okay, but the idea of a vision is for you to dream your biggest. Now, once you have done that big dream and you have that on board as your vision board, you look at the vision board every year, at the beginning of every year, and you ask yourself, what can I achieve this year in order that aligns with the bigger picture that I want to achieve? Okay, so if this year what you can achieve is maybe your bigger vision is that you want to set up a foundation, okay, a foundation that donates to the whole world. Okay, maybe your goal for on your vision board you will have that the pictures that show that you are impacting the whole world. You have the vision that shows that you are impacting the whole world on your vision board. But every year you would write in your journal, okay, goals of something that you can achieve in a year that still fits in the bigger picture. So that what you can achieve in the year can be, maybe you are going to do a donation to 3 orphanages in your country this year. Does that make sense? You are going to make a donation to 3 orphanages this year. So if you do, please, someone says I'm frozen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
they can hear you. It's just a bit of a delay in the transmission, but they can hear you now.
Okay, great. Okay, so if you say that you want to reach out to the whole world, you want to help people in the whole world, or you want to have a foundation that donates to the whole world, that is your big vision. That can take maybe 20 years to achieve. But now your goal for this year may be that you are setting up a small foundation, or you want to team up with some of your friends to donate to 3 or 2 orphanages in your country, and that is a goal. When you do that, that aligns with your bigger vision of aspiring to transform the whole world, right? Because Ghana is part of the world, your country is part of the world. So a goal is that you are still fulfilling your vision, but on a scale that your current resources can allow you to. That is the difference between a goal and a vision. So you can have goals for the year, but your vision should not be for the year. Your vision should be big enough that you can accomplish within 5 to 10 years or even more. Okay? Does it make sense? Brenda, does it make sense? Has your question been answered? And if there are any more questions, can I have them? And Claudia, please, if you can project my vision board on the screen, I would like to use that as an explanation. Someone says, I got a question here. What can you do if there is no financial support? Can a vision board still work? Is a vision board, okay, you mean to say, is a vision board still worth it? Yes, my dear, your vision board is not about your resources you have now. Your vision is not about your resources you have now. Trust me, the goal I have on my vision, the vision I have on my vision board, I don't have the money. I don't currently have the capacity to make it happen. Okay, at that level, at that scale. But I am doing it on a smaller scale. It is still the same goal, right? I am doing it on a smaller scale. Remember, we said what? A vision board allows for growth. Okay, so I'm doing it on a smaller scale now. As I grow, as I have better resources, I will still be working on that until I'm able to achieve that big goal that I have. Okay, it doesn't make sense. So it is not, your vision board is not about what money you have now or what resources you have now. Your vision board is a fantasy. It's what will make you the happiest in life, basically. What will make you the best in life? What will help you give more to life, okay, to the world? So it has nothing to do with your current resources. Now, when you are done putting that on paper, you look at that and you think, what can I do now with what I have? What do I have now? What can I do now that still aligns with this bigger picture. Okay, I want Claudia to project the image I sent her, so that when I would explain to you, okay, I'll explain to you my vision board and what I am currently doing, and you will see how my vision board makes room for growth, okay, and you will see that I am currently fulfilling my vision. It's the same vision, but it's on a small scale. And I have goals for the year. Last year, I had goals that I achieved, okay? And this year, I have goals. But all those goals I am setting year on year is so that I can arrive at that bigger vision that I have set for myself. Okay, so Claudia has shared that onto the screen. If you look at that is my vision board. So I said that I'm an entrepreneur and I am a business and transformation coach. So basically, I'm an entrepreneur, I am a coach. And for entrepreneurship, I am building an eyewear brand called Jolly Eyewear. And my vision is for Jolly Eyewear to be a brand for the world, an eyewear brand that is known internationally. That is my vision. But I currently live in Ghana, and I looked at my resources and I thought about what I can do with the current resources I have. So I have a business, I have a team. I currently have a team of 5 people, okay? And we run our business online. We sell on social media, we have a website. We are not known all over the world yet, but I have a lot of clients in Ghana. I have a number of clients outside Ghana as well, but I only have one branch, okay? And even that branch that I have is a workspace in my house, okay? So I have not even moved out of my house yet, right? But it is still the same vision. Do you get it? So last year I was in a smaller place. I was in a smaller apartment, and my goal was to move from that smaller apartment. And I was working alone. My goal was to move from that smaller apartment to a bigger apartment where I could employ people and I could have space to work with the people. And last year, by God's grace, I was able to achieve that. Right. So I do not have stores. I do not have eyewear stores all over the world yet, but I am still serving that same purpose. I am still bringing vision care to people. I am still empowering visionaries within the capability that I have now. Does it make sense? So on my vision board, you will see a nicely furnished eye care shop with big equipment and all of that. That is my vision. But I have goals for this year. I have what I want to achieve for this year. Okay, so last year I had a goal to move and we moved. This year I have another goal that if I keep going goal by goal, by the next 10 to 20 years, I would achieve that vision. That does it make sense? Now you see on other places, you'd see about my health. I mentioned pillars. I mentioned the wheel of life. Okay, so about my health personally, you see a woman who is gymming there, and that is me. That is me being my healthiest version. And before I did this vision board, I didn't used to have an exercise routine. I didn't exercise. Okay, I was not really taking my health that seriously. But when I put that on my vision board, now I exercise. I exercise at least 3 times. I don't go to the gym, but I do home workouts at the moment because right now I do not have the capacity to do a gym membership. There's no gym close to my place right now. So based on what I have, the capacity I have, I use YouTube videos and I do workouts at home. It is still the same. I'm still getting the same experience, the same result, but at my scale, right? You see that on my vision board, there's a woman there that is talking on a stage, on a TEDx stage. There's a woman there that is speaking to a camera, okay? And that is something that I am currently doing now. When I started, I was not doing. So basically, what I'm doing now is a live presentation that I'm having with this community. And that is one thing on my vision board that I have achieved, okay? That is a level that I am on now. But I haven't spoken on an international stage yet. but it doesn't mean I won't get there. That is a vision. I might do that in the next 2 or 3 years, or even the next 1 year if the opportunity comes. But currently, with the current opportunities I have, this is what I've been able to do. Okay. And you can see that there's somebody writing books and there's someone teaching, and there are women sitting there teaching. And I've done a number of business coaching sessions for small groups of people, right? So I am living my vision on the scale that I can, on the scale that I can now, with the resources, the opportunities, the experiences that I have now. I'm still living my vision, but the vision is very big, as you can see. It's very big. I have international, I have things on there of a YouTube. I want to win. I want to have a YouTube that play given to me, which means that I have over 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Right? I currently have less than 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, but I have a YouTube channel. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So I am growing with the vision board, and then every year I set a goal. I can pick one thing. Maybe next year I can pick a book and say that, okay, this year I want to make the book happen. I want to write the book and have that book distributed and publish that book. That will be the goal for the year, but it is still within the vision that I have set for myself. Does it make sense? I see lots of yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, 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 great. Any questions? And any feedback as well, if there's feedback.
Yes. So the feedback is from the audience are basically loving what you're saying. They're repeating back what you're saying.
Okay.
Yes, it does. We can hear you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Very clear and understandable. Very helpful. So helpful. Um, yes. So everything is positive, basically. Um, Thank you so much for this session, Gloria. It's been impactful, and I don't think anyone is going to leave the same way in terms of what they came with and what they're going with. Um, I think it would be great to have another session if possible. So please, guys, if you have any questions, it will be best to have a session based on what you actually want to know. So please contact us after this program to let us know what questions you want to be answered. It's been a great session, Gloria. And for everyone who's joined, just want to say a huge thank you as well. As you know, we have 3 time zones being represented. We have GMT, East African time, and Central African time. So it's midnight somewhere, it's 11 o'clock somewhere, and people have stayed on for the entire um, program. So thank you so much, and thank you so much, Gloria. Um, I did have some announcements to make, but I think I'll send in a follow-up email. Um, but this is no ordinary life. We're going to be having another session this month on the 22nd of February. And it's based on career. Um, I was going to project it, but I've closed it now. It's how to create a career development plan. So I'll send that information in the follow-up email. Gloria will also put together something. Gloria, are you okay to share your slides as well?
Yes, I can share the slides. I can.
Okay. So after this program, we're going to be sharing the slides and any other resources as well. Thank you so much, Gloria. This link is available. Thank you too. This link is available for anyone. There is a private link, so it's not on our channel openly because we wanted it to be exclusive for people who actually want to attend. So yes, I won't talk too much, but thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Any final questions? I'm just going to look in the okay, no questions. One final feedback I'm going to share is from Funny. Funny is one of the No Ordinary Life team in Malawi. And she is, yes, she said she's learned a lot. I think we echo that. Okay. Okay, so this is another feedback from Brenda. I think she's summarizing. It seems like one needs a lot of general picture about what you want in the next 5 years. What are some of the other additional questions that one should ask themselves before making the vision board? Um, so I think if there's anything else to add, Gloria, go ahead. But I'm gonna say in the Wheel of Life, Gloria mentioned a few questions that you can ask yourself in different aspects. So you have your relationships, your family, career, all of those things. Ask yourself questions based on those areas. So it will be in the slides. These are your own questions you have to ask yourself, but those are the main areas that you ask yourself questions about. Anything else to add, Gloria?
Yeah. So yes, your vision, you can have a vision that is geared towards one or two aspects of the wheel of life. It doesn't have to be everything. For me, I was able to merge everything into one. You'd see that there's a picture of a passport, but I made it two, right? So my future version travels a lot, but there's two there because I know I'll be traveling with my partner. Okay, so I didn't necessarily put there on my vision board that I have a partner or I have a relationship, if it makes sense, right? But then there's two passports there, and that's what, when I see that image, that's what it means. Okay, so you look at what is really relevant to you, what is important in your life right now, or what what aspects of your life, maybe some aspects of your life may not necessarily need any transformation. Maybe you have a good relationship with your, you already have a partner, you have a good relationship with your partner, and you're not really looking to have any further excitement there. That is fine. Okay, maybe you want to focus on career and your health because that is what you are currently feeling unfulfilled in. You can have a vision board that just covers only that. But basically, whatever should be on your vision board should be something that should be a version of yourself. It is not about what you would get. It's about who you will be. So you have to, this is a self discovery, a self reflection. I'll try and put together a worksheet that you can probably fill in, and at the end of the day you can come up with what exactly you want to put on your vision board. I'll put that together and share with Claudia, maybe before the month ends. Share with Claudia so she can send that to you, and then we can work on that. But by the time you are done filling all those questions, you should know who you want to be. That is it. It's about who you want to be. And you look at the categories of your life, who you want to be in your career, who you want to be in family life, who you want to be in terms of finances. And then you put those pictures there. You should have about maximum maybe 10 to 12 pictures is a lot. That's okay. And if you tick something on your vision board, you don't have to wait for yourself to accomplish everything. Year in, year out, you can take things out and put things in. Okay. So for me, I've not really taken a lot of things on my vision board yet. So I think it's okay the way it is. But once I do maybe about 4 or 5 of them, I can change if I feel like there's something more I want to go into. Okay. So it can be flexible. The fact that it's from 5 to 10 years doesn't mean that it has to stay the same till everything is accomplished. No, that's not what it means.
Thank you very much, Gloria. There are a few other questions in the chat, but I think we will wrap it up for today. As I said before, we'll look to have a follow-up session if there are enough questions, if there's demand for it. But this is available on YouTube, so please go ahead and if you need to digest the information properly, please watch it again. Okay. The final one from me, which is an announcement, as I said, is the next event that we have. Let me share my screen again. The next event we have is on the 22nd of February. It is actually a Saturday. So it's going to be with another, she's a career coach, she's from Ghana, and it's how to create a career development plan. If you have not registered for this session, please go ahead, go onto our link tree, and the link is over here. go into our link tree and please register for the session. Okay. There's more events planned for the rest of the year, but I will take it one by one. I won't bombard you with events now. So, yes, that's it for now. I am so grateful for your presence with us, Gloria. It's been amazing. I'm going to be rewatching the video. And for everyone who joined us and commented and shared with others even before this started, thank you so much. Apologies for the technical issues that we had, and also a little bit of a delayed start to the program. But we're looking forward to having you again in the next session. Any final words, Gloria?
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. And this was a very interactive session. I really hope that we've been able to have clarity on what the vision boards should look like. And I want us to go back and then really self-reflect. Let us look at what we can do to better our lives, or what we can really, how we can really be relevant in our own lives and in the lives of others too. And be the light that you are and keep shining. That's all I'd say. Bye for now. And if you do want to reach out to me for any reason, I coach. So if you want to reach out to me pertaining this, if you want me to guide you through, have a one-on-one session with you as well, you can find me on Instagram or LinkedIn, Gloria Agbadi, and I'll be happy to help.
Thank you so much, Gloria. And a final one from us. We think that you're already doing what you. This is an international stage. It might be virtual, but it's an international stage. You have people from Zambia, Tanzania, Kenya, Malawi. So, I mean, it's international. So you are starting to achieve that goal, that vision, I should say. And we wish you all the best with everything that's on your vision board. We pray, we support you in your prayers that everything will come to pass in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So,
Amen. Thank you so much, Claudia.
thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
And
so
goodbye,
much.
everybody. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.